$8 billion. Vanished in 72 hours. 1 million people locked out of their savings overnight. The man responsible? A 30-year-old in cargo shorts who slept on a beanbag in his office. His name was Sam Bankman-Fried, and this is how he built the second largest crypto empire on Earth and destroyed it in 3 days. He didn't grow up poor. His parents were Stanford law professors. He went to MIT, studied physics. By 25, he was trading at Jane Street, one of the most secretive firms on Wall Street. But he didn't want to just make money. He wanted to give it away. He called it effective altruism. Earn as much as you can, give as much as you can, save the world. That was the story he told everyone, including himself. In 2017, he founded Alameda Research, a crypto trading firm. The strategy was simple: exploit price differences between Bitcoin in Japan and the United States. It worked. They made millions. 2 years later, he launched FTX, a cryptocurrency exchange, headquartered first in Hong Kong, then moved to the Bahamas. By 2021, FTX was valued at $32 billion. Sam was worth $26 billion personally, the second richest person in crypto. He was 30 years old, and he played the part perfectly. Magazine covers, Senate hearings, Super Bowl ads with Larry David, sponsorships with Tom Brady, stadium naming rights for the Miami Heat. He was the face of responsible crypto in Washington, the second largest Democratic donor of 2022. Politicians took meetings, investors lined up. Sequoia Capital, SoftBank, Singapore's Temasek. They all wrote checks. Nobody asked the obvious question. How does a 30-year-old in cargo shorts build a $32 billion exchange in 3 years? The answer was hidden in plain sight. FTX and Alameda Research were supposed to be separate companies, a crypto exchange and a trading firm, walls between them. But there were no walls. Customer deposits in FTX were quietly transferred to Alameda, to trade, to gamble, to buy Bahamian real estate, to donate to politicians. It was a magic trick. Same money, different cup. Move it fast enough, and nobody notices the cup is empty.
The inner circle lived in a $40,000 a day penthouse in the Bahamas. Sam, his on and off girlfriend Caroline Ellison, who ran Alameda, engineers Gary Wang and Nishad Singh. They worked, they slept on beanbags, they told the world they were saving humanity. Meanwhile, $8 billion in customer funds was moving through systems nobody outside the inner circle could see. The first crack appeared on November 2nd, 2022. A small crypto news site called CoinDesk published a leaked balance sheet from Alameda Research. The numbers didn't make sense. Alameda had $14.6 billion in assets, but a huge portion of those assets was FTT, a token that FTX had created itself, out of thin air. Imagine if Apple's only investment was Apple stock. That's what this looked like. Crypto Twitter started doing the math. On November 6th, Changpeng Zhao, CEO of the rival exchange Binance, sent a tweet. He said his company would liquidate all of its FTT tokens, quote, due to recent revelations. It was a death sentence. The price of FTT collapsed. Panicked customers rushed to withdraw their money from FTX. In 72 hours, $6 billion walked out the door. And then, FTX simply froze withdrawals. The cup was empty. Everyone could see it. On November 11th, FTX filed for bankruptcy. John Ray, the lawyer who cleaned up Enron, took over. He examined the books, then said the words that shocked even the financial world. Quote, "Never in my career have I seen such a complete failure of corporate controls and such a complete absence of trustworthy financial information." This from the man who handled Enron. 1 million customers around the world have lost everything. On December 12th, Sam was arrested in the Bahamas.
His trial began 10 months later in Manhattan.
The prosecution called his closest friends, Caroline Ellison, Gary Wang, Nishad Singh. All had taken plea deals. All testified that Sam knew. Sam directed. Sam approved. Sam took the stand in his own defense. He claimed he didn't understand what was happening at his own company. The jury deliberated for 4 hours, one of the fastest verdicts in major fraud history. Guilty on all 7 counts. On March 28, 2024, Sam Bankman-Fried was sentenced to 25 years in federal prison. He'll be 57 when he gets out. If he gets out. The forfeiture order was $11 billion, money he will never repay. And here's the strange twist. Because crypto prices recovered after the collapse, the bankruptcy estate is actually paying customers back. Most are getting 100% of their $2022 value. But that's not justice. That's luck. Sam still says he did nothing wrong. He says it was just bad accounting. The jury said it was fraud. 25 years to think about which one is true. If you want more stories like this, the founders, the lies, the falls that should have been impossible, subscribe.